are back, and I am officially back from Japan. But what you guys care about? We're officially back to Baldur's Gate editing content. Let's talk to Gut. Once she's done doing a little dance.
Now here's somebody special. The Absolute has touched you, hasn't she? Priestess Gut needs to touch you too.
What?
Hold out your arm so I can mark your flesh. Shows our devotion to the Absolute. These maggots see how strong we are with her guidance. Whole camp will be branded soon, and you should be too. You ready? Brace yourself. This'll sting.
It's better than what I thought you were gonna do. Okay, Shadowheart, thanks for that.
Hold still.
As pain muddles your thoughts, your minds become entangled. A familiar sensation. She, too, carries a parasite. Darkness seems to swallow the temple, leaving you with a vision of the goblin priestess receiving instruction from a handsome young man, one of the chosen. The vision dissolves away. You stand before the goblin priestess in the temple once again. Her faith floods into you, a tide of shuddering ecstasy. Her tadpole nestles within that mania, secure, hidden.
I feel you in there, digging around. Works both ways. And I saw some weird shadows swimming around in your head just now. Maybe I can help with that. Us true souls gotta look out for one another.
Alright, let's go talk privately. This is a sensitive matter.
Don't want this rabble interfering with true soul business. Let's go to my chapel.
Oi! Priestess! We want the mark!
Yeah, ain't we good enough for the Absolute?
You're good enough for death. That's about it. And I don't want her poking around my head because my character's past still bothers me to this day. It's not haunted, but Gale, close the door. But it has caused problems for him that have led us to this point in time.
Oi, come here. I ain't waiting around.
And the trick here is not to initiate dialogue.
Enough waiting.
That'll put us into a potentially never-ending loop. So what we're going to do is play it on the safe side, and do a save here, and thank goodness I did. Because when I went through this action, you'll see that we just jumped right there. Went 3 different times where I ended up aggroing the whole camp and a character that I didn't want to have aggroed. So we're going to go ahead and do it this way. Always helps when Shadow gets a nice 20 right there.
Nothing will
Greatly
stand in
appreciated.
my way.
That'll do that. No reactions from her now. Should have done this first. I always forget.
I wonder if this is worth the cost.
Swords meet sorcery.
Gale. See what you can do here. I'm left with 2 HP. The exact opposite of what I want. It's like looking for a haste potion. Figured why not. That's just making sure everything was shooting at least at 60%.
There's an illicit parasite in that corpse.
I used that haste potion rather poorly, but at the same time, needed to get that on there. she's got some interesting loot. Nothing too crazy. This note says basically Halzen is up on the chopping block for death, but we already saved him, so nothing to worry about there.
This
and let's
one
go
is
ahead
a
and
true
get
soul
there
pack.
we
You
go.
can absorb its potential. Open your mind to it. You already know how.
Your mind swells as it subsumes everything the tadpole has to offer. Everything it was and everything it was destined to be. Pure potential. Pure power.
Good. You have grown your power and improved your chances of survival.
Alright, so let's use that. Get this oncoming. Alright, now that the camp hasn't been aggro, we got everything done correctly. No one can really see us because we got the door closed. See if there's anything worth looting around here. See if she's got anything over here. Alright, now let's go into our private quarters and see what we've got to deal with. Let's see, another interesting raid out here. Nothing too crazy to read. I mean, definitely going to be an interesting add-on to things ongoing here. And I just want to say thanks to everybody who's been checking out the series. Usually that means you, Leshy. I know exactly that you don't really miss much episodes, if any. Appreciate you. Any comments during the premiere, just be sure to drop them in the bar below the live chat. No one's usually there for the premiere. Premiere is just set up so you guys kind of know when the episodes are dropping, so no one really has to second guess, triple guess, like what time we'll be dropping any content. Want to make sure everything's clear. I usually drop shorts at 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, usually 1 Eastern Standard Time. Just because it's been our regular time, it seems to have been working.
You've set foot in a restricted area.
Usually drop these.
A swift exit may be in order.
Absolutely not. I will not be kicked out of here for any number of reasons. And usually drop these around noon Pacific Standard Time, so you kind of have something to watch either on your work lunch or when your work days end, depending where you're at, East Coast wise.
Always be a gentleman.
And I do apologize if you hear me yawning periodically throughout these videos. It's not that I'm bored, it's that the time change from Japan to the US is brutal. Going there is easy. It's coming back that sucks. Because, like, left Sunday around 5 p.m. Japan's time. Took the flight back. Took another flight to where our actual location is, because our airport doesn't do international. And then by the time we were picked up, got everything through everything, went through customs, all the flights and everything, good to go. Gathered by a friend and then brought home, it was 5 p.m. again the same day. but in the US, so things are a little screwy right now. Working on trying to get things corrected sleep-wise as much as possible. Right now, trying to plan a live stream for you guys Saturday after solo leveling. Because I'll be back for that and caught back up, and we should have He-Man covered for you guys by some point in time near there. So definitely looking forward to catching up on that anime because everyone's saying it's doing a phenomenal job. And fortunately I wasn't able to keep up with it while I was away doing a bunch of stuff. I'll fill you guys in on kind of like what has been transpiring. So much good stuff. Very, very blessed to be in the position I am where we're able to binge back in such a great place again. However, I'm not in a great place with this troll right now, because she's about to... Yeah. Because Shadowheart. Why not? It's always Shadowheart. She either misses or just gets bodied, but she's been really good for me this playthrough, so I'm not going to give her too much garbage to deal with. I'm perfectly content with where things are at. You notice our spell slots are pretty dang low, so probably have to long rest after this one as much as I would like to avoid it. I was just taking the guaranteed 1 damage there, because Shadow is struggling in. I should be healing her, but for whatever reason decided against it. And I don't know why I always think I can shove this, you know, giant orc troll monster. Because if I'm reading her name correctly in the edit, that's a big woman. That's a lot to deal with. Keep Gale on the high ground has really worked out for me this entire time at the camp. And I was hoping that would have finished it. See, I was looking for shove yet again. Well, if you just dodge. What I should have done is just magic missile and just finished it, but hey. Gale with the W. I always appreciate my boy doing the best he can for us out here. I always give him a lot of crap in the shorts. But that's only because, like, some of his romance options are, I just feel silly. Considering, like, the amount of power he has. How different he looks and everything going on.
If I don't get my beauty sleep soon, I may just get a tad malcontent.
Gale, I was complaining about my malcontentness with you while you're talking about your malcontentness with me. So... perfect fit right there, right now. Appreciate you guys. Alright, so let's see. Anything worth looting here? Because I know you get a whole alternate scene if you talk to Gut. You can either be imprisoned by her or befriend her. I just avoided that altogether because I didn't want to play with too many more variables. Just because when you're doing a tactician run, and I've already died to Kaga, of all people, Kaga, I didn't want to have to try and deal with something else going on again like that. And a little bit more light reading. And definitely we've got some huge goals for this year, and Japan was part of helping make those goals happen, because right now we're on the journey. I want to say by the end of the year I want to be at 1,000 subscribers. Not because of any monetary reasons, just want to show that our work and all the time, effort, and energy we put into our projects has got some kind of huge, like, well, not financial, but a just a visual payoff. Like for us, that's just huge to be able to say that 1,000 people like what you're doing enough to follow you on a platform where there's so many good content creators that it is ridiculous. Because like, we're not one of those channels where we're gonna say, hey, only support us. Nah, go support whoever you like. This is just one of many content platforms, and there's so many people doing so many great things. Give everybody their shine and their time of day. They deserve it. Would we appreciate if you gave us an extra bit of shine? That, absolutely. And if you pass your perception check right there, that handrail, not the one there, the one on this side that I'm looking at, it would just automatically be able to help you get in through the door as opposed to doing the puzzle. And I suck at the puzzle, but that's really all that happens here. So let's skip to camp. And we're here. Volo showed up. Give him a chat.
Yes, my friend? I was just settling in and reviewing my latest findings. Mind flayers, cultists, and, of course, your esteemed company.
Yeah, I mean, they saved your life. I better be esteemed at this point. At the very least. Alright. My interesting question is, how'd you find me?
Finding is my job, my friend. If there's anything in the world worth knowing, I assure you, I do.
Don't really believe in you, Volo. Don't really believe in you. Alright, let's go ahead and get that long rest in. See, nobody wants to talk to me, no one's got anything important to share, so with that in mind, let's go to bed and get ready for the main challenge that waits us ahead tomorrow. Once I finally decide to hit the X button, what am I waiting on? An invitation? Am I thinking about something? Life and its deep hidden mysteries? There we go. Good for you, buddy. You remembered. You were doing the thing. Yeah, we just got 2 of those. Let's go. Ooh. What is happening now for our character? The longest white screen that has ever existed. What are we going to be looking at?
I promised I'd be back. Don't worry. I have things under control. For now. You haven't been using the parasite's power. You think you don't need it. But things haven't gone as you expected. You hoped a druid as powerful as Halsin might be able to remove your tadpole. But he couldn't. You're desperate to be rid of it. Understandable. But you're looking for solutions in the wrong places.
Okay. So I need to trust you. Let's talk about what Halsin told me.
Yes. Halsin is correct. Your parasite is unusual. It is wrapped in magic that prevents its removal. Until the source of the tadpole's magic is destroyed, any attempt to remove it will kill you. You were lucky that Halsin knew this. His instincts are right. The parasites are merely a symptom of a greater sickness in Faerun.
Now what sickness would that be?
It imbues the parasite with special powers. Some that benefit, most that harm.
But most importantly, it enables the host to be controlled. The infected hear the voice of the Absolute and believe it to be a god. That is how the cult of the Absolute is spreading. The highest of their rank, the True Souls, carry a tadpole just like yours. It is how they receive their orders. It is what makes them obey. When the order to transform is given, it will not be a matter of days. They will be mind flayers in an instant. Were it not for my protection, so would you. Because
Why are you
I'm
protecting
just
me?
like you, and I need an ally. Just like you, I was infected with a mind flayer parasite. Just like you, I seek to be free of it. I've been trying to escape from this evil for a long time. Once, I almost succeeded. Now, through you, I've been given a new chance. You can go where I cannot, and I can protect you from that evil. If we work together, we may turn this around. Hells, they need me. I have to go.
They? What do you mean they? What?
No, I can handle this. For now. The power I used to protect you, I stole it from someone. They want it back. I will hold them off for as long as I can, but sooner or later I will be worn down. You must discover the source of the magic that controls the parasites before that happens. The cultists are gathering at Moonrise Towers. Use the powers your parasite gives you to convince them you are one of them. And when you find the source of their magic, destroy it. Go. Our freedom depends on it.
Alright, so now it's time for the moment of moments. The Battle of the Grove. God, I love this next scene. Especially if you notice I'm a little bit encumbered. We're gonna have a little bit of a solution for everything here.
Wait! Bows down! Gods above! We took you for a goblin! Get up here!
I look exactly like you. Do you mind?
Before they arrive, and we need to talk.
About what? I will get there when I get there. First things first, it is time to play some barrel.
What's next, I wonder?
If you notice, I took a lot of barrels from that last place that I sent to camp.
Assume nothing.
Try this nice little peaceful music before things are gonna get a little crazy.
You have my attention.
Have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it.
Alright, now that I've set up my layers of traps, for now, I'm sure I'll probably come across more. Let's go set everybody up where I need them to be for this particular moment in time. Alright, Zavor, let's... Oh, actually, let's... You're not going to be using these, are you? Because I should be picking this up with a strength-based character. Not doing it the other way. You guys aren't using this. If you're not going to be using this, isn't kind of stealing. Definitely going to take that.
Sounds exactly the same.
Alright, so that's good. Honestly, I needed to work on the spacing of these a little bit better. As you guys can probably tell, I'm very much a novice barrelmancer at best. And what I'm doing here is largely overkill. And I'm taking my time with this one just because my main character is still, like, making his way over here just because he is not strong and gets over-encumbered easily. Then my inventory is just garbage. Just straight up garbage. All the way through. Nothing is organized, just running everything by the seat of my pants.
Keep at it then.
Let's get everybody spaced and placed correctly.
Oh, enough waiting. I crave blood.
I'm ready.
Let's get going.
Shut it, you! Help me with these barrels.
Gods above, you're alive. A little light, just as the day seems darkest. I'd given you up for dead at the goblin camp. I'm damn glad to be wrong. But what happened? We've seen them massing in the woods.
I may have accidentally started a plan, but I have another plan on top of the plan.
Truly? Hells, I didn't expect it. We were almost ready to leave.
Well, we're gonna leave one way or the other.
It doesn't matter now, I suppose. You have nothing to apologize for. If
Kinda
it must
I
be
do.
bloodshed after all, I'm glad to have you with us.
This is where you can, like, choose to betray him, or you can, you know, do what you need to do. And what we need to do as a good / new playthrough is obviously
thin
fix
the
this.
goblin numbers quickly if we're to have any chance of survival. Every ounce of oil that we could spare has been buried out in front of the gate. We'll blow the horn to draw them in and pray our fire arrows strike true.
If yours don't, mine will.
Your courage is catching, it seems. Or perhaps I've finally lost my reason. Make what preparations you deem necessary, and then sound the horn. Let's have this done.
Alright, I place everyone in position. Let's see what we got. Some of you, this will be your first time seeing this, and I hope you enjoy.
This is it. Everything turns on this.
Boop. The most casual of redirections.
Get that damn gate closed!
Why would you leave it open for this?
I know that you are all afraid, but I also know that you have been fighting your whole lives. We have never been handed the easy choices or the gentle paths, and this is no different. These creatures would take our lives, our children, our future, and we must resist!
A splinter of ice works its way into your mind.
A pretty speech. It almost brings a tear to my eye. Now slit his throat and open that gate. The Absolute wants all of them dead.
Your god has no power here. With Talos is chaotic, so you get both options. But obviously we're not going to be turning on the tieflings, as we are also a tiefling.
Behind a doomed god when the Absolute promised you such power? You will die here, and your god will die with you.
That's not a good start.
Got to move.
And there we go. Second, I thought more people would be dead. So I'm a little... At this moment, I'm a little curious about that. You can go ahead and drop one of those by the front gate. At least try and distract the spider. We got a screen full of people ready to do battle. There's not enough people close to that one, so I'm kind of iffy on it. I was expecting, yeah, by hitting him it would have caused an explosion, but no. Alright, so let's see what the Bugbear decides to do. Sometimes like the NPCs took a while to like figure out what they were doing. In like the weirdest moments. But again, there's so many of them on the screen. Having a PS5, well, it's amazing and I love the system and I've had very few issues. Saying it can't perform like some of the gaming PCs out there would be a huge misunderstanding. The fact I don't have to repurchase new parts and upgrade new things every year or two is nice, though. I'll say that much. There's that. Got some serious damage off there. Notice how thin their numbers are now, but they'll slowly rebuild here in a second.
In my best interest.
Let's see what we can slowly do. Boom, more knocked off. And that thing did exactly as it needed to. Draw the spider attack. It's busy just for a little bit longer. You guys a little close to the gate. Oh! Oh, Gale. Waiting for it to load, but you should be dead if I'm assuming correctly. Yeah. Safe assumptions, because it's Gale. It's either Gale or Shadowheart. One of them dies. Almost every time. See if I can do any kind of aim. Keep Zevlor up.
Survival is all that matters.
It's like, and I was just checking the barrels, so some of them still show that they're good, but in reality the game just glitched so hard due to the explosions that's showing it's there, but it's not.
First step is the hardest.
Alright. And once again, I'm still misusing meta magic as a sorcerer, so if you're learning how to play sorcerer, follow someone who knows what they're doing, not me.
Tear them apart!
Alright, so you want to join the front lines? That's fine. There's really not that many of you left. We're just working through the remainders here. And everyone's basically out of range. Go ahead and get some more fire arrows for Lae'Zel. I'm still just curious. I was working through, like, if hitting with a fire arrow caused it to explode, but it didn't, so. It is what it is. Killing them is what does that, so. Wasn't able to do too much about it, unfortunately. Move Lae'Zel over closer to the spider as well. You can only rally in a live character, so not much there.
On I go.
Hit him really hard there. And then I didn't realize everything about how to wipe out those guys because of the explosion until after this battle. So, may or may not be a gate by the end. If things go the way I might remember them being. I recorded this, I want to say, shoot, maybe a month ago now. try to get the spider rocket. But yeah, I blew up that guy, and in doing so, I blew up the game to where it's like nothing left.
It's Friday.
Slowly but surely. Minthara is going to be the last one standing. I'm just going to put dollars a dime on that just because being a paladin that she is, being as strong as she is, just means she's going to be around for a lot longer than what we want to.
My path be true.
Alright, let's see what we can do to get Gale back. There we go. Now it is all the good guys and Minthara.
Where do I go from here?
So this battle's pretty much done. Just gotta finish clearing up a couple pieces. She'll probably heal 5 or 6 more times before we get to that moment. Passed all of those Constitution saving throws. I think there was 5 or 6 of them. It looks like I missed an oil barrel, but then she just 24 more up. Save Gale. Thought about jumping down and getting her, but it's not really an ideal route for it. Give Gale more HP.
Please help me.
I just did. It's okay, Gale. It's fine. There we go. You're fine. Just move the spiritual weapon along. Not really a big deal. Everyone is just flocking closer and closer to her, but her position is so good. She's like next to impossible to hit with any level of certainty.
Time to deal some punishment.
So yeah, 10% chance to hit. I was just shooting a Hail Mary and something happened.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Again, passed every Constitution saving throw. Unbothered. Now let's see what she's gonna do. Yep, back to healing again. Which is taking away her smite, so that's something. But now she ran out right in the open.
No time to waste.
Got a hit in, so that's something.
The lance board is set.
My Gale slowly starts teeing off. Passed every Constitution saving throw. So if you're doing an evil playthrough and you're like, wow, Minthara is just such a terrible character. Think again. Think again. Her army really just let her down on this one because she led them directly into a Baromancy trap.
No mercy.
Never a dull moment.
Good hits there, good hits there.
These mortals be.
Gale, you are immortal. You were literally just one of us. And
Another parasite.
good thing I resurrected you.
It might be useful.
You got to straight up just finish that battle, bring everybody back over here. Let's loot her while she's laying here on the ledge before she like falls or something. Oh, one thing first.
That's the last of them. Timora, smile on me. They're dead. We did it! Watching gods, you did it.
They name us outcasts, hellspawn, foul blood. But the blood of those who fell today ran as pure as any heroes. So I call us by another name. We are survivors. We are family. The road to Baldur's Gate is a long one yet, but you have earned every stride so far. Make your preparations. We leave as soon as we're able.
You. I don't know if you were sent here by gods, or fate, or sheer bloody luck. I don't care. You were a friend when we needed it. And we won't forget that. Should you ever need it, you have family in Baldur's Gate.
But we need not speak of departures just yet. We have time. The road is clear. And I, for one, could use a bloody drink. We'll join your camp tonight, if you'll have us.
Oh, why not? We'll have a nice merry moment and Gale's in charge. Hey, look, Halsin's alive. Didn't bother defending his own grove, but he bothers to show up at the very end.
The watching gods. That's Halsin. Go, speak to him. Return when you wish to travel to your camp. We have twice the reason to celebrate.
And back to what I was originally doing. Looting.
Grab your bag. We're moving.
I'll take that anyway. It's not a bad weapon. Worst case scenario, just give it to Shadow. Don't mind me taking this. Everyone just ignore the fact that Minthara is legs spread, just laying on this cliff here. Not the intention, just something that happened. Didn't really notice it for a long time, and then when I was looking back through all this editing stuff, I had to take a screenshot because I was like, why is that? Oh, that's what I noticed. I was like, yo, what the heck is going on? But now, with the drow defeated, the goblins done, we can finally say we did right out here, and we're going to kind of skip through all the looting, but I've been Brent for Geek Variants. Be sure to like, comment, dislike, subscribe, all that good stuff. I'll see you in the next one.